What's going
Fabio
on
having
there?
a technical difficulty.
Oh, that was fucked up, man. That was fucked up. Let's go. Let's start it. All right.
We're having technical difficulties like Jerry Cardinale.
Oh, baby. Somebody guts to go. We can't take this. We can't take this. We can't take this shit. We can't. Mercato's got me sweating all day. I can't take this. I'm sitting in the crib chilling, motherfuckers. Let's bring this in. What up, people? Yeah, you're damn right. There's going to be a lot of cursing because I'm pretty fucking pissed off tonight. Biggie Smalls in the house. I'm joined by my partner, Geo, and all the way from down under, our boy, Kim. Guys, I mean, this is not the news we wanted to hear today. And, of course, the Mercato is just it's flying off the chain. It's out of control. I wouldn't, God forsake, ever think that what has happened today is a good thing. But for the love of God, we got to get into it. Gio, let's get into it. Kim, we're going to get into it because we ain't got no fucking time to waste here. All right? Have you heard? The bird is the word. And they told Tonali, I'm sorry, dude, you might be a Milanista. You know, you say you don't want to leave the club, but to Uncle Jerry, he don't give a rat's ass what you want. As soon as he heard that fucking dollar, that motherfucker went cha-ching, 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 and he fucking cashed out. Our poor Sandro Tonali. Oh, my God, man. Gio, when you heard this, were you shocked as I was, man?
First off, so I'll wake up, right, and then I'm seeing things going off. You know, I see shout out to our boy Martino. He going off. He's saying this is a fake story, fake news. He's saying how could the agent be in Italy 1 hour, the next hour he's in Newcastle. So I was like, all right, this is fake news. But then everybody started reporting it. Vitello, Longo, Shira, whatever his name is, and then when David Ornstein, he's one of the big reporters out of the Premier League. When he reported it, I was like, "Oh, okay." So it got some yards. Now it's like some BS, and I feel like if they don't, I feel like if they felt that if Tonali felt surplus to requirements, which I feel he was to the management, then he said yeah, because it's saying that the agent told him that they have an offer, and then they, instead of rejecting it like they did for Magic Mike a week ago and Theo Hernandez a week ago, they just said, "Oh, get us 80 million and we could do the deal." So that means that they don't want to keep you, bro. And when you hear that, then that means it's like, okay, then F them. I would feel the same, bro. Why would I want to stay where I'm not wanted? They looking everywhere to shout me out, you know. And you know what? I'm gonna say not shout out to Newcastle, but that midfield, like I said it today on earlier on Twitter Spaces, that should be Milan's midfield. Bruno Guimaraes, that Brazilian flair with Tonali, just ruin up all of Europe. But instead, we have Pobega and we have King Krunic right now.
Yeah, those are
If I don't laugh,
the
if
last
I don't
man
laugh now,
standing.
I
Oh
cry.
my
I
God.
cry.
Yeah, let me bring this up before we get your opinion here. So this is what's being possibly offered. Again, nothing is 100% definite. I know Steve was asking, but we're pretty convinced he's being sold. A lot of reports are going on that basically they just have to agree somewhere between 75 to 80 million, like it says here. They're offering Tonali $8 million with a $2 million bonus per year, potentially 10 million. Crazy. The kid's only making what, G, like 2.5 right now?
2.7.
2.7. So he's almost quadruple what he could be making at Milan. And he took a cut. I mean, this is fucking crazy. More bonuses could be added to get this deal up to $80 million by tonight. We'll see what happens tomorrow morning. But it's almost definite, man. I know we haven't gotten 100% confirmed, but it seems all likely that unless Tonali has a root canal or something he needs, it's going to go through. But let's bring you up, Kim. What do you think about this whole scenario, bro? I mean, when you heard this news, were you as shocked as we were?
Look, sorry for the audio, windy here, but yeah, look, I woke up and I was like, no, surely not. I thought I woke up from a dream, but yeah, I don't know what to say. Like,
Yeah. No, I hear you,
I
bro.
don't know. I thought money speaks for itself, and actions speaks louder, whatever.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
no,
I don't know. Like,
I hear
I
you.
think it's just it's a joke. Like, yeah, this Cardinale is treating us like we're some sort of baseball team. Like, yeah, you're going, you can fuck off, whatever. That's how it is. He doesn't
Yeah.
care about our legacy and our rich history that we've got. So
No, he has no care, and he definitely doesn't give
doesn't
two
give a
shits
fuck.
about it.
Yeah.
But honestly, let me bring up this other post here so we can just read this, because this seems to be the timeline from supposedly what everything's going on, right? So they were saying that before the Euro 21, Tonali was told by Milan that he wanted to stay. He told Milan he wanted to stay. With the interest of Newcastle, Milan made it clear to the agent that they wanted to sell him, which shocked Tonali. Really shocked him. And I understand. I think the only reason he's agreeing to this particular scenario is because he felt a little way that they were willing to get rid of him. Cardinale's openness to sell to a sale changed the player's state of mind. Why would you stay for a club? And again, you've just seen what they do to legends. There's no way that they're not going to treat you like that, and they're willing to just throw you out despite you taking less money 2 years ago, helping them to a Scudetto, and he's been the most consistent midfielder. Now, Benacer might be better technically, right? He might, but for the love of God, Tonali plays week in, week out, game after game after game. He is a workhorse. So to sell the player who is undoubtedly, especially for the next 4 or 5 months, he would have been the number one option in midfield. You get rid of him for money. Now let's see what happens and they turn around, because that's the one thing we got to look at it kind of objectively. But it's really hard when you think about this is Sandro Tonali. This is not just anybody, man. I mean, this is a kid. And like, look, he got one of these balls during the Champions League this year, right? He's been a solid player for us. He's emotional. He's bought into the club, sells a lot of shirts. For the love of God, me and Geo both have a Tonali jersey. Even Gio's daughter has a Tonali jersey. Now it's a fucking relic. Man, it's just making me upset. Vincenz, thank you for joining us, man. All the way from Winnipeg, Canada. Vincenz, tell us how you feeling, man, when you heard this bullshit.
Thank you for having me, because I've honestly been sitting here all day today trying to think of the business logic, because I'm all about business logic. And after
business.
hey, you know, Mike, it's my Calabrese coming out of me, and it's a little bit of probably my Abruzzese that's coming with the pissed off anger right now. But after Maldini got let off, I was kind of pissed. Everybody had the anger. But then after 24 to 48 hours, I actually started understanding, I'm like, okay, this might be a good move. After today, I've literally went back to the exact same feeling when Maldini left, because I'm trying to understand the business logic that this organization is bringing. So this person is a foundational player. He's been through the up and down already with Milan. He's 23 years old, continuing to grow. Like you said, he played the significant amount of time for this squad. He's had a fairly balanced performance with us and continues to improve. And on top of that, he's going to generate us so much money in so many different ways. The marketing aspect that this kid has for us is unbelievable. You see the videos that Milan posted this year of him showcasing the history that he loved Milan and stuff. That's gone. And on top of that, we're not going to be able to do that shit with other players now, because that's not part of our history anymore. That's not our DNA. And that's the big fucking problem. And pardon my French here. That's the big problem right now. We all love Milan because we have a family bond with them, not like you have with other squads around the world. There are other connections, but Milan is very unique to a lot of us. Yeah. And what we've grown up with is literally being completely abolished and taken away. Even bit by bit, if there's a little bit left, that's fine. We understand that with modernization of football, things are going to change. but there's still got to be a little bit of quota, in Calcio. And that's what Milan's all about.
I think you're right, but the thing is that they saw this as a chance of making money. They didn't look at it at the repercussions, which again, just like dismissing Maldini the way they did, this management. Let me put them up because they're really fucking pretty. We gotta fucking look at these assholes right now.
And I didn't know what 15% of this sale goes back to Brescia. So that's one thing that we have to consider. And on top of that, are we really going to reinvest the majority of this sale back into our transfer market or into anything that we're going to notice?
That's the real question there, Vincenz. That's the one I've been saying all day. Mr. Jerry right there in the fucking middle, this moron invested money in the XFL and they took a major loss this year. Look up the XFL if you want to put yourself to sleep, all right? Listen, these guys, they're holding our future in their hands. Moncada is supposedly a great scout. Okay, great for you. I'm so happy you're a part of the team. But are you making any difference right now? Did you push Tonali out? Were you one of the people in the room that agreed this was a good idea? Let's sell him. The people we should have sold were the people years ago, not the cornerstones of our team moving forward. All right? There are people to have been sold. I can name at least one or two other people that I would have been okay if we came to Tonali. Not Tonali. You're taking me out. Thank you, Geo. I appreciate that. Please remove me from our own show. Unbelievable, man. You're trying to Tonali me. Is that what you're telling me? Presidente put you on a mission, eliminating Fabio from the show. That's nice. That's nice. What do you? I mean, am I crazy here? Do you see something coming down the pipe, guys? Do you think this is the beginning of these cornerstone players? Are you not surprised? Are you not surprised that Leao is not the first one going? Because we know Leao is not easy to replace. But is Tonali that easy to replace? Because as soon as we get money, Gio, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to all these guys we're looking for? The money, the price is going to go up, right? Turn your fucking mic on, G. Come on.
Fabio. Like, check this out, Fabio. Is F. Furlani, he could suck a D. That's what I'm saying about him. How could you be a Milanista? He's everybody who liked that they disrespected Maldini, how they did. All these D-riders, they D-riders.
Giorgio, it's on you, Giorgio.
So they say that Forlani was this, they that. Okay, we're getting rid of Tonali. Now I'm seeing in the news, I'm just going a little in advance, but I wanted to put in a big perspective. Now we're giving Thuram $6 million net. Now we're giving Chukwueze $4 million net. So let me tell everybody who was against Maldini and all that, like that's crazy because they told them work in these parameters, or if not, you can't sign. Now Maldini leaves. Now what is our wake? The thing that I asked when we had the emergency prod, when people gave their facts and everything, I said, what is the direction? They need to tell us what are the directions that the club is going, right? Furlani's interview was a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you get anything from there, Vincenzo? What direction they're planning to go? All they say is money ball.
Down the toilet. That's the direction we're going.
Algorithm theory. This isn't business logic. This isn't sports business logic. This is algorithm theory right now. That's the bullshit thing about this squad right now that's come, or this management that's come in.
Steve, I'm sorry that your tag. Thank you for Tonali. I'm booting you. I'm sorry, bro. We don't want to hear from Newcastle fans tonight. We appreciate you. It's not happening. Buonanotte, Steve.
Wow. Well done.
I'm sorry. I had to. Steve, I apologize. We appreciate your brother page. Not tonight, buddy. It's not happening. Yeah. Go ahead, Vincenzo. I'm sorry.
I have to say, and this is a question to everybody here, and I'd love to hear both of your opinion. Are we a selling club this transfer market, or are we supposed to be acquiring players to better the spots that are missing and the gaps that are missing? Because from my understanding, this was supposed to be a cleansing transfer market.
Oh, it's a cleanse. It's a colon cleanse right now.
Apparently, because it's right up the
Yes, yes, I know. No Vaseline either today.
We've made money. We're in a phenomenal financial point compared to the two other people above us or the three other teams above us. So why are we not trying to just fill the gaps and get rid of the players that we don't need?
Vincenz, we're our selling club. Say no more. Say no more. Say no more because we are a selling club. The first thing we did is fired our fucking sporting director and then immediately after sold off somebody who is already considered by most of the fans as a future captain. So thank you, captain from before. You're out. And Tonali, you're only worth 70, 80 million. Get the fuck out. You're gone too. And you know what? Tonali, he's only doing what's best for him. If the club doesn't want you or is willing to take the money from you and doesn't look at you as somebody who should be untouchable, listen, there's a couple of people we're going to talk about. And I guess let's kind of bring this up. If this $80 million turns into Fratese and Milinkovic-Savic, are we happy? Because, again, the thing that bothers me most, Tonali is a every game player. Every game player. And you know what? Ahmed's saying that, like, there goes our future captain. The next topic that we're going to bring up is the other guy who would be a fucking captain, and it seems they want to sell him if the price is right and Bob Barker comes knocking. We're going to get his ass out of here. This is getting out of control. But if those two players come to replace Tonali for the beginning of next season, are you happy? Let's start with you, Gio. Fratese and SMS for 60, 70 million, whatever they work it out. Are you happy?
No, I'm not, Fabio. I need more talent. So if they give me Baldanzi, Parisi, and they give me Fratesi, then they might get on my good side. I don't know. At the end of the day, it may be Vicario, because maybe if they give me those 4 signings, then I'll probably be okay with it. But to me, see, that's the only thing that I don't understand, Fabio. They said they weren't going for SMS no more. See, this is the thing that is messing with me right now. Is that they said Maldini was going for SMS. He doesn't fit Moneyball because of his age and everything like that. So now we get a little bit of money. We going in for SMS. You know, Lotito is a dumbass. He crazy. He don't care. He'll lose SMS for free. He'll say, give me that 80 mil that you just got for Tonali, or SMS is staying here and I'll lose them on a free. Fratesi was 35 million. Now
35 million with a 2-year loan.
Yeah.
We want a loan too, you fucks. If you're going to give it to Inter, you better give it to us.
Now Fratesi 40 million minimum. They say minimum now. What the hell? Like, come on now. Like, the thing with me is they have to come out and be like, all right, we got this. We needed this sale to fund whatever we're having. But I'm seeing a lot of things that I'm not liking. You know, we lost a lot of our big players for free, but now, hey, the wage structure, we don't care about it now. We're giving people over the wage structure, and I feel like right now they're making it seem like Tonali wanted to leave and all that. I'm not fighting for any of that BS because everybody's gonna say it's triple. All these big guys are gonna say that he's triple and all that. But remember, he has worked out. They got something called image rights. And he sells 29% of the Milan shirts. So he's going to be good regardless. I don't know if he's going to sell 29% in Newcastle, but I know he's going to have it in Milan and stuff like that. Now I got to change my – thank you for reminding me, Fabio. I got to change my profile pic once I seen with a Newcastle shirt. Me and my daughter don't have. And now no more buying names. I thought like Tonali was a sure set of
Does
him
it
being
hurt?
here for,
Does it hurt? It hurts me.
It just
like a fucking prostate exam. I don't like it. All right.
Just give me diarrhea, Fabio. I need to go to the restroom.
Kim, I ask you, if minus Tonali increases SMS Fratese, do you find this at least acceptable, or is it not enough?
It's still not enough because we've got to think about it. We'll still be without Benacer for an extra few months, and
we're letting Varanks go back. We're not accepting him. Bakayoko's gone. We got Dr. Pobega writing prescriptions.
Yeah.
Of course, our Lord and Savior. This is unbelievable.
Who else are we going to have to, replace?
Right now, we have nobody
week in, week out. What if something happens to them as well?
Well, They better stay healthy. They better rub some fucking
They
salt
stay,
on it, man.
or if we are selling Tonali, we should just straight away get one of them, Fratesi or SMS. Like, we don't want to have the waiting game like we always do. Like, if
Yeah,
we
we're
know
not
we're
gonna
going to
buy
sell him,
people
we should
until the
just
end
get
of
one of
August.
them like
Right.
that. We should just
I
get
know.
them like that, have them ready, not wait around. That's it.
You know, I just want to mention this. I'm not bitter, but I think Tonali flops at Newcastle in the Premier League. I'm not
Yeah.
sure about that. And I wouldn't hope for that because Tonali's going to be playing on the national team for Italy pretty soon once they decide to stop putting him on the under 21s. All right. He is the future of Italy. You know, just like Verratti, he went over to PSG and he kept playing many minutes for the national team. I think it's going to be the same for Tonali. I don't wish the kid anything bad. I don't think this is his fault. I think this is management. Not even like the player told you he did not want to leave, and immediately you try to shop him out. Are you kidding me? When your second best midfielder is hurt, fucking idiots, man. It just pisses me off. Vincenz, nothing's gonna make you happy about this, or would you be okay with SMS and Fratese to kind of round this off?
Now, this is a disaster, and the reason why is chemistry, sports chemistry. The reason why we won a Scudetto 2 years ago is because of the team chemistry and the bond that everybody had. So
Yeah.
we were just finally starting to build a foundation. In my honest opinion, if we have an 11 on the field, at least 6 of those 11 have to be foundational players that have been with us. They've been through the ups and downs. They've won stuff with us. They understand how the other teammates work and operate, and they can actually share a bond together. That's what wins championships, and that's what brings us together further. Right now, we're destroying this. We lost Tonali, and I thought for a fact Tonali was going to be untouchable this transfer market. And I'm pretty sure half of his teammates thought the exact same thing. Now what happens? So you've got Theo, who's probably on the borderline worse than Tonali prior to this. He's like, okay, tuck and roll. If anything happens, if I'm going to be making more sortie right now, I'm gone. And I can see that from Theo. Tonali, I'm making peanuts and I want to stay with the red and black. And you want to get rid of a player like that? Are you kidding me? Think about if he started scoring goals this year, like Stevie and Vinny said. That's all that's missing from his arsenal is actually finishing some of those chances.
He's been pretty clutch at times too.
Clutch. You know? If he started to do that next year where he's finishing with 8 to 10 goals a season, yeah, what are we going to make? Maybe 100 million. Now what? We're just getting rid of him because, 80 million looks great right now when we don't fucking need it. So, no, I don't think this is a good move. Acquiring anybody right now is a backward step. It's not a forward step.
It is. You're right. Absolutely. I think SMS could make a big difference on the club, but I wanted it with Tonali. We were in the position to attempt to go out and buy some people, and now immediately it looks like we're a selling club. And this moves us on to our second topic. Is Theo on his way out next? Now, if it's not bad enough, Tonali's possibly, a foot and a half out the door. Now the rumors are coming out that Theo is being shipped around as well. Now, the first offer came in from Atletico Madrid, wasn't high enough. Milan was asking for somewhere in the range of 80 or 90 million. They couldn't come up with it. Now, Geo and I were talking off the air, and the thing we worry about most is that there's a potential big sale coming pretty soon. The Glazers are going to be out of Manchester United, and Manchester United are a big admirer of Theo Hernandez. And if they come knocking with $100 million offer, hopefully Milan's not stupid enough to tell people that they just want 90. Let's push for 100. If we're going to really fucking kill ourselves here, let's go for the top dollar, all right? We want the 3 numbers. Give us 100, 110, 120, whatever we can milk out of these motherfuckers, all right? I don't want no players back. Just give me the cash and let's see what they can do. If Theo is the next out, and we're going to have to go out and look for a left back who defensively could be better than Theo, but even can get as close as possible, we're still going to have to spend a lot of money. He was a gem that Maldini found sitting at the bench in Real Madrid, and just for, what was it, 21 million or 19 million?
20 million in an all nighter in Ibiza. Him and Theo all nighter in Ibiza, throwing alcohol all over the place and everything. What director's gonna do that, Fabio? He was up in Ibiza till like 8 a.m. with Theo, and Theo said, "Just because you did that, I'm assigned on the dotted line, man." Man, to me, yeah, Jamie Drummer. I've been talking about that guy for 2.5 years, but but now we're
But
gonna
not
need a
as the
backup.
starter. Perez is supposed to be
Yeah,
the backup.
yeah, it's supposed to be the backup, but to me, like, come on, bro. Like, now we're getting rid of two big guns. Like, come on, you're not gonna. Okay, say there's this new up and coming guy in, let's say, the Dutch league or whatever league, right? Up and coming. How do you know that he hits the ground running in Serie A? That's the thing that's what annoys me the most, and like not scares me, but like it makes me disappointed. How do we know? Look at CDK. When he was with Club Brugge, he was smoking on that PSG pack. He's playing good in the Champions League. He was scoring goals versus big teams, and then he comes to Milan, and you see, he didn't adapt to the thing. The same with Tonali, somebody that was in the league got relegated, took him 1 year. Leao, um, Leao came in 2 years it took him and stuff like that. To me, it's looking like that Jerry and Jerry's his investors need money, and I'm gonna tell everybody. I don't care how you put it, but I'm gonna put it to you in simple terms. Elliott still owes the club because
That's what.
they own
Yep.
because they owe 600 million. And before anybody says, Gio, you're stupid. Okay, I recently purchased a home. If I fucking default on the loan, do you think I keep the fucking house? No, that shit goes back to the bank. So I'm gonna put that in simple terms. Same with a loan over there. Same what they did with the fake ownership. They defaulted on the loan. They couldn't pay on the loan. What happened? They took away the club. So technically, yeah, it says Cardinale, the asshole from Philadelphia, is the owner. But if he defaults on the loan, he's not the real owner. Just on paper, it says that he's the owner, but he owes 600 million. So if he defaults on the loan, I think now his investors are looking at like, bro, you invested in Serie A. Somebody who needed to invest in Serie A was like the Qatari owners from PSG. People that they don't care about losing money. It's just like when they're meeting up all these billionaires, they be like, look at my club, guys. I got Champions League. I got Scudettos. What do you guys have? You don't own shit or whatever. That's what Middle East Arab people like. That's what how they brag and stuff like that. Cardinale, he owes 600 million, so he technically doesn't own the club. I'm sorry to hear it to you guys, every Cardinale lover that is saying we trust in Cardinale, but that's how it happened, and that's how it is because a mortgage loan is probably the same as this loan. You default, you lose the club, and the
It goes
investors
back to
want the
Elliott.
money.
It just goes back to Elliott. That's it. You
Mhm.
know, it goes back to Elliott, and hopefully that's not the case. But Kim, let me kick it to you for a second. You had a good point. So if Theo's going out, one, that's a heartbreaking thing. But you mentioned we should go after another player immediately because I believe he on a free or we'd have to buy him from Manchester City. Gio,
I'm not
Cancelo, you
sure,
mentioned.
Geo.
Cancelo, is he going back here? He wasn't sold to Bayern Munich. Maybe we'd go after him. I don't know.
Bro.
I mean, he's a bit of a malcontent, but Kim,
But
what? Nah, no way. Nah. All right. Well, Kim,
No.
anyway. So with this
Yeah.
news with Theo, man, I mean, is this the beginning of the end of our club right now?
I don't know. Let's hope it's all smoke and yeah, we gotta see what happens next. If Fabrizio or Di Marzio say something else, then yeah, I might start to get a little bit worried.
Yeah, man. If another name drops tomorrow, we got to believe this is going to be trouble. Vincenz,
Yeah.
if
Jamie Drummer, we don't condone Mendy. You know what he did. You know he's disrespectful to women in the long way. The thing that out here, if you drop the soap, you're in very trouble in jail cell. So no, we do not want no Mendy because he touched females badly.
Hey, yo. Yeah, no. We don't condone that. We don't condone that or racism or racist remarks. Please keep that out of our Twitter spaces. Vincenz, if Theo goes, what do you think is the timetable of Leao? Do you think Theo leaving signals the end of our entire project?
In all honesty, I always thought that Leao was going to be leaving next year, or not this upcoming season, but the following season. I didn't think he's going to stick around for another 2 or 3 years.
I
The
don't think
thing
so
that
either.
I don't understand with this management group is we don't have a backup left back. We don't have a consideration for a starting left back or a backup left back, but we're putting our starting left back, who's probably a pillar of our team, on the market. He
Yeah.
shouldn't even be talked. He shouldn't even be spoken about right now. That's the thing. I'm an NFL team, and I'm gonna put my starting quarterback on the market right now with no idea of who's going to replace him. No team would do that. When we don't have a backup and we don't have a starting option, we're considering even throwing him out there when he's a
Balotori, baby.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on him, because that's the thing I was talking about, the cleanse. I honestly thought this Mercato that was coming up was going to be cleansing these people, keeping the core, and actually trying to find support for these foundational players. So yeah, with our core players right now, with the way our management is treating them within the first 3 months of them kind of really taking control, nobody's happy. Nobody's going to be willing to stay with this organization or club for the next year or two. We're going to see a lot of our core players want to leave, ask for transfers, and I can't say we're not in the office. We're not in the office right now. All of the stuff that we've been hearing about this Tonali automatically leaving, who knows? When Maldini left and Ibrahimovic left, they might have said, hey, start looking. It's not a good spot to be right now. And that's why he's leaving. And I'm just saying this is speculation. We're not in the back offices right now, but what stops Theo from doing the same thing, or if he hasn't already? What stops Mignon from doing that if he
I
hasn't?
think Mignon is a danger.
He's the big one. He's the one that worries me the most. I can talk all day about this. It's for me, it's all about the business logic. And I'm not seeing anything positive within the first 3 months of technical ownership from this Redbird bullshit. I'm seeing us literally rip apart what he's purchased to actually start with the foundation
from the teams. God damn.
We're going backwards, and we're going to have to start from fresh this upcoming season. That's what it looks like.
This is tough, bro. This is tough. I honestly can't. If we lose Theo, it's only a matter of time before Leao leaves and Mike will leave because, Gio, we were talking about this earlier, man. The next guy we're gonna bring up is really messing with our pay structure. We had a particular way we were doing things, and I guess even to look at it like that is neglecting the fact that there has been a regime change. The people that are in charge now were not the people that set up the pay structure for the last 3 seasons. Gazidis is gone, Maldini is gone, and Masada is gone. So now it's on Furlani. It's on not really Moncada. Moncada has nothing to do with that part, but it's Furlani and Cardinale. And between them and how much Pioli is even involved, I mean, Pioli signed off on selling Tonali. He's going to be okay with losing Theo. I mean, holy shit. Pioli, you better grow a set of balls. If you want to keep some of your best fucking players, you better start speaking up, man. But let's get to our next topic here.
Gio, quick, just one quick thing. Question for both of you. And you brought, Fabio, you brought this up before. With us bringing in these new players, a possible right wing, a possible striker, if they come in and they are automatically given a salary that's more than Leao, what kind of taste does that leave for Leao, who is, I feel like, in love with this squad, in love with this team?
Or might have been in love. We don't know what the scenario is now.
What do you feel about that? Because it seems like this is going to happen. We're abolishing this. We've given Leao what he deserves, I think, more, to be honest with you. But if you're going to be throwing out salaries for these up-and-coming wannabes, then what? How does he feel? How does the other players that have been with this organization for 3 or 4 years feel?
I think that, honestly, Leao's going to give 1 year to this project, and then we're going to cash in that 175 million or even 150, whatever they're going to come along and agree with. But Leao's not going to stay. If we take a major step back and this management doesn't show what they can do, man, 2023-24 is going to be a fucking rough season. I have enough heartburn and fucking high blood pressure just from this team in regular scenarios. Now we have to go with a stupid owner. You know, I live in New York, all right? James Dolan is right there ruining two perfectly good teams half the time. Maybe the Rangers he doesn't really fuck with, but he ruins the Knicks all the time, all right? So I don't need a fucking James Dolan in Milan. I really can't. I can't take it, all right? Sell it to some fucking Saudi Arabian guy, some prince or you know, fucking Jafar himself from Aladdin. I don't give a fuck who you sell it to. But for the love of God, get him out of here. All right, because this is just as bad almost as having a bum owner. We have an owner who knows nothing about the team that he bought, and now he's selling the best players off. Why? Because the XFL lost fucking $200 million. Whatever the fuck it is, he also rock a bottle of tequila too. I'm losing my fucking mind. I can't take this shit. I got Mercato madness, and I'm fucking shitting myself over here. Geo, you answer Vinny's question because I'm fucking losing it here.
I mean, the precedent, I don't know. Like I said, then we should have never lost Gio. We should have never lost Kessie. And I really don't give a F about Hakan. To be honest with you, I didn't really care. I think like when he played with us and he wasn't really doing that much of anything. So to me, okay, we want to sell Mike Magnon. Let's like I don't really know. To me, I'm at a loss of words right now. They sell Theo, shit, man. It's gonna get peaked, man, because I don't really think that they're gonna reinvest the money, and that's why they're not saying anything, and they don't care. American owners are like that. The only one that likes to talk, let's be honest, Vincenzo and Fabio, is that idiot called Jerry Jones. Because he likes to get all the center of attention. He's an idiot, and he likes to get all the center of attention. To be honest with you, I thought that we were gonna sell. I thought
what happened to selling Messias?
Yeah, that's what I was about to
What
say.
are they doing? They're mixing the wires here. They don't know who the hell they're selling anymore.
It was
Oh
Fabio.
my
It was
God.
like they were like Fenerbahce offered like $5 million for Rebic. They deemed that not high enough, bro. How could you sell Rebic if he disrespected the team, bro? He's a bad apple. You take the money you get and the money, the $3.5 million net off the books.
Well,
Come on,
don't
bro.
listen. We're going to speak about Fenerbahce in just a bit. But sticking with the topics that start with T, we had Tonali, Theo, and who else? Possibly our new striker who's going to fuck our whole pay scale up. Thuram getting close to signing because there's a couple of reports. We'll put this up here. Milan Eye is nice enough to provide everybody online from this Mate Moretto, whoever the hell this is. Milan are one step away from signing Marcus Thuram. He's already has a 5-year contract ready with a salary that will be one of the best in the squads. An acceleration is expected in the next 48 hours. So we lose Tonali. Rumors of Theo. Now we possibly have a striker. Remind me, Gio, how old is this fucking guy?
He's 25, Fabio. He's 25.
All right, now what do we think here? Gee, you're a resident scout here at MWP. You got your ear to the ground. So, G, tell us. Is this a good idea? They're offering him possibly $6 million a year, right?
Yeah.
I mean
Fabio,
higher than Leao.
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying. That's what Vince Mancini said. Like, what kind of like structure is that? What is that showing to the players that earned it? Yeah, Leao didn't perform in the first 2 years, but when he exploded, we won the Scudetto. Like, let's be honest. Like, and now we're giving players that haven't really earned everything, and we're in the Serie A. We understand, like us. I think we understand that we're in the Serie A. So, like. Yeah, we lost Gio, we lost Kessie. We understood that, but like we've always said, the players that want to stay, and but now like our wage structure is off the thing. Like Magic might do soon, Theo do soon. If it's Turan making 6, Theo gonna need his 7 that PSG was gonna give him, or the 8 that he was getting, and they're not gonna give him that because he's a Maldini guy, and they wanna. Alex D, we cannot start all French players because and then we won't be able to have a
We won't be
squad
able to
for the
play in the
Champions League. Yeah, we can't do
And it
that.
doesn't matter. We're looking to sell one of our best French players, so. And probably our goalkeepers next. Sons of bitches.
That's where the money should be going though. With these up and coming transfers, is let's take the extra money that we have and look at Mignon's contract and give him a little bit more, because what he's making right now makes no sense for a world-class shot stopper.
No, but listen, he's on a contract and they've already spoke. Listen, this needed to happen before you blew up the fucking whole vibe of the whole squad with Maldini being fired. Now he doesn't want to stay because he looks and goes, again, guys, it's the optics. If Milan made Maldini his departure and Masada leaving something where it was basically like, look, guys, we're going to move in a different direction, but we love Paolo, we love everything. But they swept it under the rug because they knew the fans were going to be pissed. And not only are we pissed, it's because of the way they handled it. They look incompetent. And incompetence just makes everybody have no confidence in the product that you're putting out. You want people to spend their money, go to the stadium, travel to your fucking country, and you look like a clown show, all right? Bozo the Clown is starting at center midfield next year, all right? That's who we have because we're a clown show, and unless we invest smart, and Pioli and all these other fucking idiots now who supposedly are at the fucking wheel, they better make do because we are pissed off now. But come August, we'll be behind the club like we always are. But if you fucking embarrass us, if you go out there and put some sub-ass team out, we're gonna fucking go crazy, all right? And I don't know, we haven't heard anything from the Curva. The Curva soon put out something about goodbye sister-in-law. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. All right. I don't know if you guys saw that. It makes no sense at all. Everybody online was like, I don't even understand what the fuck they're talking about this. So hopefully they get it together and put some news, something out there to express what the ultras are feeling, because usually they're the ones directly that can say something to the club. Maybe not. Maybe the club don't give a shit about what anybody has to say. As long as they're making that cha-ching, they don't give a fuck about nothing. But this guy, do we think, first of all, what's his goal assist contribution from last year? Let's start with that. What team is he even coming from? I don't even fucking know. I know nothing about Turam. Gee, where's he from?
13 goal contributions this season, I believe, is the stats.
GA, like goals and assists, I think. He's coming from Borussia Mönchengladbach. So, I mean, I don't know, Fabio. I mean, I think like I would have been at 4 and I guess guarantee him playing time, which I really don't like. I think you have to earn. See, these guys are not understanding. This is Milan. Even though we look
his
like
mother-in-law? Who are they talking about? Somebody get to the bottom of this because I have no fucking idea. Jamie's saying the Curva's on crack. Maybe. I don't know, but it's infuriating.
Who's the mother-in-law?
I don't know. Who the fuck is this bitch? What's she matter? I don't know. Who is she? Who is he? I don't know. Maybe my pronouns are all mixed up. I don't know who the hell they're talking about. Anyway, we're going to move on. All right. Hopefully this kid is not signed for $6 million. That is a bad idea. One, he's not proven. All right. How are you going to offer him more money than what Leao's making right now? If you do that, that means Leao's out because he's going to go see that $12 million playing in the Premier League or for PSG. And then what? People going to think we're going to spend that money to buy Mbappe? Why? So he go, can you come for $2.5 million? Can you come for $3 million? Get the fuck out of here. This guy's not stupid enough to come to our league. All right, let's move on. You said Fenerbahce. Let me get a little Fenerbahce up in here. Where is he? Where is this fucking kid's name? Geo, you're taking over this one because I don't know who this kid is or how to pronounce his fucking name. Go ahead, G. Tell us about Mr. Fenerbahce.
He's a top talent, Fabio. Everybody wants him. I guess he's the next Mesut Ozil. But to me, Fabio, F this kid. I'm gonna say it like that.
Oh shit!
If you guys want to make us happy, go get Victor Roque. Go get that Brazilian guy. Look at his body. Look at his body, Fabio. He's gonna get bullied like Brahim Diaz is. 18-year-old. 18-year-old. Nah, I need Victor Roque. He's 18, but he's solid. He's stocky. I don't give a fuck about Adegirler. They just pissing me off. They thinking like, see, that's the only like now he's starting at 18 years old. Now CDK is staying, guys. After all the BS they were feeding us 2 weeks ago that he's on the market.
He only likes that body. I don't know. He look a little Adley light, you know.
Think about
man.
Think about Pioli sleeping right now, thinking about, I wonder what my starting 11 is going to look like in the next 3 months, because he has no fucking clue what's going on right now.
Oh,
Yeah, like that's got to be.
Pioli better be on the phone. Pioli better have 2 phones talking
Like
to
you
2
said.
people at the same time.
Fabio, like you said, he has no clue what the hell this management group is doing right now. And that's the big problem. We are supposed to be continuing to move forward with this plan, this story that we're trying to develop right now, instead of ripping the book apart, giving our coach absolutely a mystery to work with in the next 2 months. Makes no sense. Again, we're going backwards.
Well, if this kid's
Victor Roque is going to a club that is paying people in 10 years' time, bro. Like, that's how disrespectful this shit is, bro. We actually have money to put on the board. Well, we don't know what kind or not. Maybe he pocketed all the money for the XFL, makes it the best league in the world. But to me, Victor Roque, I don't care about technical ability. Adu Geller cannot glide past people. Victor Roque can, and he could take a couple players with him. Okay, Adu Geller weighs like 105 pounds, and he's gonna get pushed like Pioli used to get it. To me, Fabio,
Gio, you have to reference why you're talking about that player. People don't see the chat unless we bring it up. You're mentioning Victor Roque. We're not.
No, Victor Roque. I mentioned him because I'd rather spend my money on him. I mean, Tim hasn't answered my question. Like, how we letting him go to a club that paying people? Adu Geller, top talent. Well, Victor Roque. Have we ever won with a Turkish in the team? I don't know about a history. I know we won with the Danish. I know we won with the Dutchmen. I know we won with the Brazilians. But I don't know if we ever won with a Turkish. You know, that's our history. But I think at the end of the day, man, I don't know. Adu Geller is top talent, but I really go for another top talent Brazilian with that flair, with the samba, because I know
we need Brazilians on the team and not just delivery drivers. Can't be like that. But let's get to the question of the night. It's not.
Hold on, fire. What the hell?
What happened? What happened? Keep your hands off your kebab and where we can see them. All right. Oh God. All right. So the question of the night.
Jamie, we ain't won with Hakan. He didn't win no Scudetto, bro. Come on, Jamie. Nah, bro. We ain't win with no Hakan.
All right. Let's relax about the Turkish.
All about the Coppa Italia for Hakan. That's all.
Exactly. Give him the Coppa Italia and the Super Coppa. That's all they got. All right. So, question of the night. All right. This was not the only news that came out tonight, and no, you don't have to kiss any salsicha for this question. All right. Question of the night: would you sign Romelu Lukaku? Because now they're fucking bringing it up. What a fucking rumor to hear. The man who cannot score when it matters most, he's more likely to score an own goal than a goal for your team. Milan are thinking of signing Lukaku from Chelsea and considering negotiating his permanent signing from Chelsea. Chelsea could accept around $40 million to sell him. Romelu's desire will be decisive. Milan will want to insert him in the attack with Dorm and Drew. That's already just assuming Dorm is going to go through. So how much are we going to pay Lukaku? We're going to have 3 guys, none of them fairly young. Maybe Dorm technically young, but Lukaku's like, what, 28, 29 already? You know, he's bringing that stallion. So maybe I can see if he brings the stallion. I don't know. But
he's
let me ask
years
you,
old, Fabio. He's 30 years old.
All right, listen, we in our 30s, G. We ain't going to discriminate over that. But I ask you, G, and I ask the chat, Vincenz, you're on deck, all right? Would you like to see Lukaku in red and black?
I'd rather drink bleach than see Lukaku in red and black.
That Clorox mix, baby.
Nah, Fabio. I mean, they just see. That's the thing. They're gonna start making. I think, to me, I'm gonna say it. This is a fake story, But you know what it is? Like now that we got that 80 million, you see how it's going now, Vincenzo? We got 80 million. So every player that's 40 million, 50 million, we're gonna be linked to because we have the money up front to pay them. That's how it's gonna be. If they were smart, they would have went to go get SMS. They would have went to go get Fratese. And then they would have been like, okay, oh, dang, me not really trying to compete. And then you hit us with that bombshell because you have the money now and they can't overcharge you. But now they know that you have the $80 million. So to me, at the end of the day, they know they could rent us. And they're going to be happy, Fabio, to rent us. Lukaku for 40 million and he wants 16 million net. How is that going to work, Fabio? We breaking the wage structure for Lukaku? Come on,
No way.
Come
No
on,
way,
60
bro.
million net, bro. Saudi Arabia offering 50 million net.
Yeah, but he can't bring the stallion over there. Yo, Vincenz, any chance you'd ever entertain this idea?
The guy is a better defender than striker. If we've seen what he did in the Champions League, the guy's blocking more shots than putting them away. So no, you know who I'd rather go with if we could? Dzeko on Roma or on Inter. That's who we should be going.
I know, but we're like 9 years too late on that train.
Exactly, but I don't think it's ever. This is fake news. Never going to happen. And honestly, I think he's a bigger Interista. That he's not like Hakan. He wouldn't abandon ship. He would never come to the Rossoneri. Never.
Oh, don't listen. In this day and age,
never going to happen.
Don't say that. It's anything is possible. All right, like Kevin Garnett said. All right, but me, I no chance in hell. No. Even though I don't think Lukaku is a terrible player, I think he does have really bad luck. But no way. No way. Not off selling players. Again, you want 40 million for this motherfucker? Get out of here. That's not a chance in hell. All right. If we bring him, it's only to make Interista mad. I love it. Interista va fangulo. All right. All right, so that's the last. Let's get to our parting shots. We're almost an hour here. Vincenz, as our guest, we're going to give you the first parting shot. All right, so tell us what you're thinking. Any last words? How you feeling? Just give us whatever you want to, go ahead, brother.
First off, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us, man.
Honestly, this is great. The conversation in the chat is always fantastic. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. And again, like everybody says, like, subscribe if you haven't joined the Patreon. This is why I'm on the Patreon. I've met some fantastic people. I get to join you guys and speak my heart about the squad I love the most. But my parting shot is to all of the Milanisti out there that have went through the banter, went through bullshit. It's the red and black. It's who we love. The management group might not know this squad like we know this squad. So just hang in there. I think something is going to change in the next few months. Hopefully, I'm trying to be optimistic because I have not been optimistic at all this evening. Something good is going to happen before the end of this Mercato that's going to change our opinions on things. And hopefully we go into next year with some high expectations and some positive results. So F you, Redbird, Forza Milan, and thank you to Forza Milan Weekly Podcast, Coast to Coast, and everybody that's involved.
Thank you, Vincenz. Beautiful words. Beautiful words. G, what's your parting shot tonight?
All right. So after all the things that I mentioned today, the only way that they're going to change my mind to me is to get an Italian stallion. And that will be going to Chelsea and putting $40 million on for Casadei. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Megan the Stallion.
No. Casadei, he had a good youth 20. He's strong. He's ready. I don't care if he came from Inter. I think we go by that talent, and then maybe I can forgive him. We got to start updating talent with talent. Like, okay, maybe he's not there at Tonali's level right now, but in that 1 year or 2 year playing, you never know. He scores goals from the midfield. He go crazy. So if they serious, you put the $40 million on Casadei. You don't put it on for Tessie. That's in my opinion. But to me, my parting shots is thank you to everybody, man. I think like it's crazy what we're going through again. We just came out the banter and we still got that PTSD, seeing all these Kaka players, Mesbah, Kevin Constant, Neyang, Who's that guy? That Italian guy with the bald head, man. I can't remember him right now. But
Was
you know,
that not
ah,
Palladino? Was no? Oh, it started with a P. I can't remember the name. Escapes me.
Paletta.
Paletta. That's right. That's right.
So we seen those guys and we're on the up, and now it's like, bro, like to me, it's like the team chemistry, like Vincenzo said, like you can't just sell 2 or 3 of our core guys and expect, okay, they could be talented, but how are they gonna gel with the other team? And that's what we're looking. To me, I wouldn't have sold Tonali, but to me, like, now we don't even have like a quality midfielder. Yeah, Krunic is gonna do his thing, but you seen what Krunic does when he plays like 30 to 40 games. At the last 10 games, he likes to give a lot of back passes to the opposite team in our penalty box. So right now we're going with Pobega and Krunic. And then but the parting shot is we're gonna get this together, but we need to talk about it. I know maybe a lot of people is old school. They don't like to talk about. We need to talk about it, man. We just got out of a lot of BS, and now it's just crazy, man. And that's what I like. This group is cool, man. Nobody disses each other. Nobody tells you, "Hey, you're an idiot for your opinion." They just speak, and if they got their opinion, like we do it, and then we come to a conclusion. But my parting shot is thanks to everybody in the Patreon supporting and like we mentioned last week, is it went to a good cause. It went to a soccer club out there in Montreal for the little kids, growing Calcio. Maybe one day one of those Calcios go to Milan and then Jerry sell him for 100 million. We never know, because with Jerry, you never know. He the new Jerry Jones of Milan. So to me, I just want to say thank you to everybody also watching and everything going on Twitter. So I follow this guy who's from Sweden. I'm in there listening to Swedish. I don't know what their language is right now, whatever. But I'm in there.
Swedish. I think that's
Swedish. But I'm in there listening to it. I'm in there listening.
How are you listening? What are you Google translating?
We listening to it, Fabio. But
it's just jibber jabber. You don't know what they're saying.
Yeah. So
I like
he loves the passion. He loves the
passion. Yeah, I do too. But I'm not listening if I can't understand the language. But I hear you. Good shit. Listen, guys. Today, let me switch myself here. All right. There we go. This is how I feel, like our old friend Peter Griffin. All right, Peter Griffin. This is me. This was me today at work. Sad faced, a bit long in the beard. I'm just miserable. Absolutely miserable. Tonali was my favorite player on this roster at the moment. Yes, we all love it. Mignon. We, of course, adore Leao. Who doesn't love Giroud? Giroud. But Sandro was the heart of the club. And you motherfuckers, you did me dirty today, and I don't appreciate it. All right, Milan, listen, I'll tell you this. You always have my loyalty, red and black until I die. Don't give a fuck about nothing else. But you sons of bitches, I'm starting to get real fed up with you, Jerry. I don't like it. I don't like what you and fucking Giorgio are doing over there. You sold Tonali. Now Theo's next. You sell Leao next. You motherfucker. You're not getting another dollar from me until I see you gone, bitch. I pray to every Saudi god out there to give us a prince to come and buy our fucking club so I get rid of your fucking stupid American ass. You make Americans look like shit. All right? And I'm losing my mind. The only thing I'm buying next year, all right, I already got the New Jersey, so it's off the market for me. But I'm only supporting my club, the New York Milan club. My money is going to the football factory and to the fucking club. Because Milan, you're making me very upset right now. And if you don't get your shit together, you motherfuckers, start making some purchases. Go out there and tell the fans what they should expect in the future. This is not how you do business. And if you want players to take you seriously and buy into your fucking program, you better tell the crowd. You better tell the people. Otherwise, we're left in the dark. The players will feel like they're left in the dark. And pretty soon, we'll go back to the fucking banter era because it's a slippery slope. But you can take years to build up trust and minutes to fucking lose it. So you dumb motherfuckers, get your shit together. Guys, that's the show tonight. Let's get it back together. That's our parting shot. Like we said, we appreciate everybody in the chat joining us every time me and Geo get on here. Vincenz, thank you so much. If you want to help the channel, there's one thing you definitely could do since you're here. Do me a solid. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all of our videos, and smash that like button. Leave a comment if you're watching later. And if you're not already, join the Patreon. Our Patreon does great things, all right? We do more than probably Jerry Cardinale does. I'll tell you that, all right? And Presidente will tell you. And if Tommy was here, he'd give you a nice fucking chop in the head. Guys, let's say it because it's all that matters. Ovunque e sempre.
Forza
Forza
Milan.
Milan. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Peace out.